Wait for it. This is what tired looks like. Welcome to video 1 of our new series, Rockin the Roads with the McGehee Family. If you don't know us, now's a good chance to remedy that as we take on the task of visiting every state and national park in Texas, along with a few surprises. What is up, ladies and gentlemen, guys and gals, weirdos, freaks, and geeks? It's Disciple Cheeks. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for checking me out. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. It's going to be awesome. This is video 1 of who knows how many in our adventure series that we are calling Rockin the Roads. Now, this is our first attempt at really camping. Most of the time, we get a room or we rent a cabin if we want to travel. This time, we want to experience the world a little bit differently. We want to go on an adventure, and we want to deal with whatever comes our way out there, learn each trip what we can do better, and make it better next time. So keep that in mind as you watch this. You're going to see a lot of changes as the videos progress. If you want to keep up with us outside of here, you can check the video description for some social media links. We are working on a new logo and an intro video for sure. The logo, I'm thinking about putting on a t-shirt. I think that'd be kind of cool. The video, we're going for a super cheesy 90s themed intro with the kids all wearing different costumes. You'll see, it's going to be great. I'm really, really excited for it. So if you can't tell, we are not, I repeat, we are not a family that has spent a lot of time in the woods camping. I grew up hunting, fishing, and in the outdoors. My wife, Blush, did not. As a result, we don't have gear for a family of 6. I've always been able to just walk into the woods with a backpack, a couple of things in it, and be good to go. That does not work with a wife and 4 kids involved. There's a lot more planning and gear and cost. Thankfully, we have an awesome state park system here that provides us with beautiful, cost-effective, and well-maintained campsites in amazing places. So destinations and accommodations aren't really a problem. You can get some of these electric campsites for $25 a night and put whatever you want, a tent or an RV in it. And that's amazing because I can tell you firsthand, paying to stay in hotels and Airbnbs with a family of 6 starts to get expensive. So this is going to be a great alternative for us. Now, all of that said, Blush has always been, for the most part, willing to give new things a try. That's why we have 4 kids. Over the years, she's tried hunting, fishing, and camping. She enjoys the outdoors, but for her, simply being outside and seeing God's creation is enough. She's more than happy to go home at the end of the day and sleep in her own bed. Usually that's what we do. We don't take a lot of big family vacations. We're not a rich family by any means, and that's expensive. A trip for us down to the coast and back with an Airbnb, one big enough to hold our family for more than a day or two, meals, gas, everything, you're looking at between $1,000 and $2,000 every time we want to go. Some people, not a big deal. Us, we chosen a certain lifestyle. We put money and careers as secondary to living and making memories, just spending quality time together. We wanted to give our kids some memories and experiences they would treasure and they would have when we weren't here anymore. And we can't give them those memories if we're spending all of our time working 100 hours a week. It's a trade-off. It's part of the reason I started to do this YouTube thing to begin with. Yeah, years ago under a second channel, I made a go at doing gaming and I did okay. I made some money, but it was really toxic, far more toxic than helpful. So now the only thing that I really do on YouTube is document and put memories up. Memories for myself, my kids, my family, my wife, my club brothers. We all love sitting around at night before bed and just watching these old videos. I hope you enjoy it too. So let's talk about the format of these videos. In case you were hoping for videos of me talking about the places we're visiting, don't worry. These videos are going to be part information, part narration, and part thinking out loud about life and a lot of things in between. I prefer to do voiceovers on my videos and save talking directly to a camera for the live videos that I do on TikTok. Though here soon we are starting a video series where we will be talking straight to the camera and of course you the viewers. Now let's talk about the park itself a bit. The first park we chose was Goose Island State Park. This park has great reviews and I love the coast. It sits just outside of Rockport, Texas, which is close to Corpus Christi for those that are unfamiliar with the coast, but that might recognize a major destination. If you don't know where Corpus Christi is, I can't help you. That place gave us Selena. Come on now. Goose Island is a small but gorgeous little park that boasts beautiful scenic views, great fishing, and a very relaxing atmosphere. While we were there, we toured the 1,600-foot fishing pier, saw one of the largest living oak trees in the southern USA, fought to keep our tent upright in a storm, and we did some geocaching for the first time. This park had it all to offer. We stayed in spot 34 on the bay side of the park. There are two different camping loops. One is in a wooded area and one is right on the bay. Now, keeping in mind that setup, I'm going to offer everyone watching this a little bit of practical advice. If you are tent camping, do not stay on the bay side. The wind will beat you to death. Even when it was not storming, there were several times during the day that the wind whipped up, including during tent setup, that it was so gusty the tent stakes were being ripped out of the ground. The only reprieve you really get from the wind is when you're inside the cabana. We actually had to put our tent up between our van and the cabana to help with the wind. Then, during the night, the wind shifted directions as a massive thunderstorm rolled in. We had to move our van twice and tie the tent off to it both times, as you'll see in the video here in a bit. And I had to stand for an hour in the middle of the tent holding the roof up as the storm was blowing so hard it was collapsing the sides. It was a rough first night for sure, but we made it. The storm rolled through and we were able to get some rest before we started the next day. So if you are tent camping, again, we suggest staying in the wooded loop. The trees over there will help break up the wind quite a bit. Now that said, for RVers, we definitely suggest staying bayside as the wind is really no concern for you and the sights are beautiful. We really enjoyed having meals and our coffee just sitting there watching the kids play in the sand, which really bayside was all that they could do. That is the one real downside to this park, is that there are no really nice swimmable beaches, and even if there were, there are alligators in the park. And while I will throw hands on land with Sasquatch, I'm not hopping off in the water to take on Gatorzilla. Alright? Now, the park does have several bathroom facilities scattered around with showers. We did use them and they were actually surprisingly really clean and well maintained. We only had one issue. There was a crab in one of them, but we just closed the door and let him have his privacy and went on to the next stall. Creepy crabs watching me shower almost beat out Thunderstorm Fight for funniest moment of the trip, but my burning arms from holding up the sky for hours demanded that sacrifice not be in vain. So, sorry little crab. Now most of the campsites have water and electric. There are 17 primitive sites I believe as well, and quiet hours in the park are from 11 p.m. to 6 a.m. The rangers were out patrolling all hours of the night too, which was nice. I definitely appreciated that, helped me take a little bit of the edge off. Honestly, most people just kind of kept to themselves. It really was just a really peaceful location. It does have a fishing pier, a 1,600-foot long fishing pier. There were people on it, reeling fish in left and right all hours of the day, it seemed. There were several spots where there were steps that were built, allowing you to wade onto the sandbars, and I thought that was pretty awesome. Next to the pier was a self-serve kayak rental spot and a boat launch for that. Prices were $20 for 2 hours, and again, I think that was pretty awesome. I think it's a really fair price for what you get. I would have done it, but I'm fat, and getting out in the middle of a bay, flipping a kayak, I'm not getting back in. So, I passed. The fishing here is supposed to be excellent, and I did get a few tugs just casting some surface lures along the shore. But I never did really get to go deep into it. Next time for sure. The big tree, the oak tree, one of the largest and oldest oak trees in the South, was a lot cooler than I expected it to be, honestly. For my fellows out there like myself, rocking the dad bod, have no fear. You can see it from the road after a short drive, so no, you won't be hiking an hour through the woods to see a tree that you can't even tell is different from other trees. and then collapse of a cardiac episode. The tree itself is fenced off, but there are a lot of cool trees around it that are easy to climb and take pictures of. Trust me, we did it. And there's a relatively easy to find geocache there, which was our team, the Cache Potatoes, very first geocache find. There's actually 7 total around the park, and we hit 4 of them before we came home. All in all, I would say we sampled just about everything that the park had to offer, and we had a blast doing it. Trips like these make memories that are going to outlive me, and videos like this are going to be around for as long as the internet exists for my kids and their kids and hopefully beyond to enjoy. I think that's a pretty cool thought. This whole video series has me really excited because it seems like it's going to be a lot of fun. I really hope that you're going to join us and make it a huge success. Let me know in the comments what you want to see more of. Hopefully you enjoyed seeing footage of the park and we helped motivate you to get out there and experience it for yourself. The world is getting worse by the day, and we have no idea when we're going to leave this side of heaven behind. God spent so much time putting this world together, it would be a shame for us to not go and experience it for ourselves. I find being out there refreshing. I can disconnect. Mostly. I am still running around with a camera. And at night, we watched a movie on the projector. But very few phone calls. No desktops, no laptops, no gaming, no social media. Just us and creation. Beyond the fact that it's good for us, it's good for the parks for us to visit. They want us there. They need us there for their budgets. Go spend some time, spend some money. Let's keep these parks funded. Psalm 95, 4-5 says, "In his hands are the depths of the earth, and the mountain peaks belong to him. The sea is his, for he made it. And his hands formed the dry land." God created this beautiful, wonderful, perfect world for us, and we keep messing it up. So I'm going to take all the time that I can, and we're going to go experience it now. Feel free to leave us some comments below on what your favorite state park is to visit, and ask us some questions. We're going to be answering all of them really soon. So once again, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for checking me out. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Have a good one.